Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do our April the 22nd just for today in a meditation. For those of you that wake up early to the meditation, I apologize getting a late start today. The title of the meditation is Traveling the Open Road. This is our road to spiritual growth. Now, that comes from the basic text, page 37. When we arrived at our first NA meeting, it looked like the end of the road to many of us. We weren't going to be able to use anymore. We were spiritually bankrupt. Most of us were totally isolated and didn't think we had much to live for. Little did we realize that as we began our program of recovery, we were stepping onto a road of unlimited possibilities. At first, just not using was tough enough. Yet, as we watched other addicts working the steps and applying those principles in their lives, we began to see that recovery was more than just not using. The lives of our NA friends had changed. They had a relationship with the God of our understanding. They were responsible members of the fellowship and of society. They had a reason to live. We began to believe these things were possible for us too. As we continue our recovery journey, we can get sidetracked by complacency, intolerance, or dishonesty. When we do, we need to recognize the signs quickly and get back on our path, the open road to freedom and growth. Just for today, I am continuing to develop my spiritual, social, and general living skills by applying the principles of my program. I can travel as far as I wish on the open road of recovery. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you, God. Grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. We're talking about traveling the open road of recovery and how closed we thought this road of life actually was for us. And then once we started taking, active steps towards change, towards recovery, first of all, not using drugs. Second of all, engaging other people that were like-minded in recovery, going to meetings, for instance, finding a sponsor, fellowshipping with other recovering individuals, and changing people, places, and things in a nutshell, right? Once we began to do that, we began to hear other people share about the things they were going through, the life that they were living. And you know what? Our minds became more open because now we're hearing about individuals that are recovering from the same disease of addiction that we're recovering from, that have gone on to attain wonderful families, wonderful careers, have traveled to wonderful places, are living wonderful lives in spite of some of the curveballs that life has thrown them. And we begin to believe, hey, I can be restored to sanity. I can live a life like that. I can reach some of those goals that I used to have before I started using. We began to believe and we began to see that this road of recovery is limitless. The only destination it has is the one that you set. And oftentimes you'll find, just like me, you'll reach the goal, the destination, the thing that you aspired to, and find out that it took so long getting to it. You've evolved mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, all in the process of getting to that one single goal that you said was important to you. You've evolved so much by the time you get to it, you find that it's no longer satisfying. It is an accomplishment, but it's not enough. And it's because you have evolved even more during this process. They said at the beginning, they told me, you know what? If you set your goals at a certain level, you'll probably end up shortchanging yourself because you're going to reach them and then you're going to need to go on beyond that. And so I just encourage you today, just like this meditation, don't don't set limits for yourself. If you're getting clean and this is new to you, all I can say to you is keep coming back because more will be revealed. We do recover. Those are things that we say around here that have more substance behind them and in them than just a few words. More will always be revealed. You know why? Because life is always evolving for us. What I know today, I don't expect to know by the end of the year. And what I knew last year, I know far more today than I knew. You know what? I know more today than I knew last week because now I have had to live life on its own terms and I've gathered more information, right? And so the same will be for you. You know, my name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose.